This is part of our expert concrete training value proposition. So just a second ago, I did a short video on delaminations, and um, as we're talking about it, so one of the projects that I discussed a little bit was a big high school project, and in this particular project, the concrete place and finish contractor ended up spending, I want to say about 220 to 230 grand trying to deal with and overcome delamination issues on one of the biggest high schools in the country. So it's, I think it's almost 1 million square feet under roof. I mean, it's a massive school. And so they've got delamination issues consistently throughout. I came on a little later in the project on this job, and it's cost them almost $250,000 to remediate the delamination issues. A minute ago, I did a 15, 17, something like that minute video on delaminations. The causes of all the delaminations that they have had to deal with are all covered in that video. So if that particular contractor had watched that 15-minute video ahead of time, would they have had no issues? Maybe. Probably maybe had some. But let's say that they reduced their delaminations by 50%. Well, that's $110,000, $120,000 reduction. If they reduce their delaminations for what I would probably expect by 85, 90%, well, now they just saved a couple $100,000 by watching a 15-minute video. So seeing all these projects and seeing all the issues that come up and dealing with them on a regular basis, and then sharing the information with you guys, man, the value is massive, because any one project, actually, back when I was a contractor, I was in Las Vegas for the World of Concrete one time, and I've got some friends with me that are not in the contracting business, and we were playing blackjack, and man, I was on a roll, and I got to a point where I was betting $1,000 a hand in blackjack, and my friend looks at me and he says, "Man, how can you gamble with so much money, $1,000 a hand?" I said, "Listen, you don't understand. As a concrete contractor, I gamble with $1 million a week. I'm putting out bids on what I hope is going to be a profitable job. But 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10, those are sometimes the difference between a valuable, good company and a bankrupt company. But 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10 jobs, I'm going to lose money. It's just a matter of how much am I going to lose, and can I make enough money on the other ones to offset the loss?" So gambling $1,000 a hand is nothing when you're submitting polished concrete bids for $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 for a project, on the hopes that you're going to make money or at least break even. So if you're gambling with that much money and you're trying to raise your odds of winning, I think taking all the knowledge that we gather up from looking at several hundred projects a year and condensing that down into a format that's good for you and your employees, I think that's a pretty good value proposition.